Good day to everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Percival Mabanto Jr., a BSEd-Math 3 student. And today's video is going to be very special as I won't be the only one here because I'm with my group mates. Please introduce yourself first, guys.
Hi, I'm Jane Talotalo.
And I'm Rey Zel V.
I am Venz, Enesola.
And Juniors of Lobiano.
So today, we will be presenting to you our report about the attributes of the 21st century teaching and learning, as well as our gathered research about the literacy rate of a particular member of the ASEAN countries that we chose, which is Singapore. Without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Our world is constantly developing and changing, which have also impacted the education. That is why the education that we have now is very different from before, because it is now incorporating 21st century teaching and learning, which can be associated with 5 attributes, which are learning through doing, change role of the teacher, community relationships, technology, and teacher professionalization. Let us discuss first the learning through doing, which asserts that active learning is better than passive learning. With this, we allow ourselves to have a first-hand experience of which we can relate what we learn to real-life situations, to learn through trial and error, to discover things through engaging with the present world around us, and to learn information meaningfully that isn't just theoretical but can be applied to our lives as well.
Next is the changed role of the teacher. In the 21st century, classrooms have changed from being teacher-centered to student-centered. In the past, the students all focused on the teacher and listened to the teacher's words. Now, the teacher focuses on the students who are the center of attention. The teacher's job is to help coach the students as they learn. In the 20th century, teacher and learner roles were very rigid. Teachers are the authority and the students are passive. But now, in the 21st century, the roles of both the teacher and the student have changed. Teachers are now the facilitator, in which they are also the co-learner with the students. The teacher may still need to control the environment by making it safe and focused on learning. The atmosphere of the classroom is still very much up to the teacher. However, teachers are no longer just the authorities on topics. Instead, their job is to help guide students as the students learn through active processes. The teacher is no longer the center of attention. Now, that's the student. And the students are now active. Students learn through doing rather than listening. The teacher is no longer the authority on knowledge, so students need to come to conclusions themselves using their critical thinking and creative skills.
The third attribute in 21st century teaching and learning is community relationship. Community relationship, we are increasingly realizing how important community engagement is for learning. In our communities, there are amazingly useful people who can teach and inspire our students for better than we can. Teachers know they can be expert on everything, but there is expert for every topic out of there in the world. So teachers need to seek out experts and bring them into the classroom. By leveraging the skills and knowledge of the community, we can create a better learning experience for our students. Bringing people from different walks of the life into classroom also helps our students to create connections with people who aren't like themselves. This can help inclusion, education for social justice, and create links between people of different cultures. The fourth attribute of teaching and learning in 21st century is technology, as modern technologies can be incredibly helpful in classroom today. As you walk into a classroom now, and you'll be shocked at how much things have changed in just a decade. Technology is everywhere. It is important to use new learning technologies in appropriate ways. Students should use technology to prevent them from thinking or help them cheat. Instead, technology should be used to help students access information or think in ways they couldn't have done so otherwise. We call technologies that help students think harder as cognitive tools for learning.
Teacher professionalization is one of the attributes of 21st century. Well, it is because teaching children in this century is clearly much more complicated than it was in the last one. So, we need to create personalized lessons, be inclusive, aim for equality, encourage creativity, engage with community, use technology to enhance learning. They need opportunities to ask questions themselves and try out new strategies and learn from experts throughout their career. One of the biggest challenges for teachers is rapidly changing environment, especially now we have pandemic. New technologies are quickly coming into classroom to help us personalize and support learning for all of our students. Those are the attributes of 21st century in teaching and learning. But wait, are you ready and excited to travel to Singapore? What are you waiting for? Let's go!
Hello, beautiful people! Welcome to Singapore! Did you know that Singapore is one of the members of the ASEAN countries? So Singapore became a member of the ASEAN country on August 8, 1967. Its capital city is Singapore. The official currency used in the island state of Singapore is the Singapore dollar or the SGD. When we talk about the exchange rates, 1 Singapore dollar is equal to 0.71 United States dollar. And in exchange to peso, 1 Singapore dollar is equal to 41.26 Philippine peso.
The official language of Singapore is Malay. There are 4 number of ethnic languages. These are the Malay, English, Tamil, and Mandarin. English is the principal medium of instruction used in Singapore. And based on the Singapore ethnic composition of their percentage, Chinese had 74.3%, Malay had 13.5%, and India had 9.0%.
The current population of Singapore is 5.5 million based on projections of the latest United Nations data. The Republic of Singapore is a city-state of government structure patterned on the British system of the parliamentary government. Some of the prominent accrediting agencies are namely Higher Education Division, CPE or the Council for Private Education, and Singapore Quality Class for Private Education organization known as SQSPEO. In addition, they have 180 active primary schools year 2020 and 34 universities in which 6 are national. The annual education budget, the total fiscal year in 2022 provision is 331.1 million is for the COVID-19 related programs, namely SG United Skills or SGUS, Program and Enhanced Training Support Package Program or ETSP. Advances for fiscal year 2022 are projected to be 203.73 million, mainly for tuition fee loan and study loan to students from polytechnics and US. The next is percentage of education budget to their national budget. The total expenditure of Ministry of Education in fiscal year 2022 is projected to be 13.16 billion, which is 435.40 million or 3.3%, higher than the revised fiscal year in 2021 expenditure 13.21 billion or 91.1% is for operating expenditure and 393.40 million or 2.9% is for development expenditure. Overall literacy rate of adults for the 30 years in year 2021-2022, the literacy rate is 97.34%. For the male adults in year 2021-2022, the literacy rate is 98.85%. In the female adult in year 2021-2022, the literacy rate is 95.26%.
Next, we have the school structure or format. The school structure or format in education in Singapore consists of 6 years of primary school, 4 years of secondary school, and 1 to 3 years of post-secondary school. Furthermore, kindergarten is optional, and preschool is offered by the Ministry of Education as well as private providers. The length of academic calendar for primary and secondary schools is that in Semester 1, Term 1 starts from January to March, and Term 2 starts from March to May. Then Semester 2, Term 3 starts from July to September, and Term 4 starts from September to November. For junior colleges, Year 1, Semester 1, Terms 1 starts from February to March, and Term 2 is March to May. Semester 2, Term 3 is July to September, and Term 4 is September to November. For Year 2, Semester 1, Term 1 is January to March, and Term 2 is March to May. Semester 2, Term 3 is July to September, and Term 4 is September to end of A-level exams. In polytechnics, Semester 1 is April to September, and Semester 2 is October to February. In universities, Semester 1 is August to December, and Semester 2 is January to May. The pupil-teacher ratio or PTR is 15:1 for primary schools, 12:1 for secondary schools, and 11:1 for junior colleges. The future plans of Singapore for their education is that during in 2030, a national conversation was conducted to collect input for a vision for the 2030 education system strategic plan. Goals included are improving character and citizenship education, strengthening digital literacy, building more knowledge and understanding of the history and cultures throughout Asia, support expansion for disadvantaged students, and build more adult educational opportunities. The top 10 universities in Singapore are And that concludes for today's video. We hope that you learned a lot from our presentation. Thank you for watching and have a great day.